This is Michael Fjetland. I know this will shock you, but I'm not a medical expert, but I did stay at a Holiday Inn last night. However, on coronavirus, these are some facts that you do need to know. They do come from the medical experts. One is we do have to do social isolation because right now we don't even know who has it, who doesn't, and we don't have the testing kits, even though Trump knew from the end of December that this was coming, called it a hoax. And now suddenly it's a tsunami. It's sort of like Nero is fiddling and, hey, it's a small fire and don't worry about it. They come back and suddenly it's a raging inferno and he's like, hey man, I'm going to blame someone else for this. Too late. So we're in a situation where the only way to bend the curve down for these infections, which experts say could kill 2 million Americans if we don't do this, is to do the social isolation. Hello, don't get in a big group or go to a bar or to a restaurant. Houston has shut down its restaurants and bars for at least 15 days. These things may get extended as we go. In England, for example, they were looking at losing 750,000 people, and they had their bars open, the restaurants open, and their health expert was saying, oh, well, people will go crazy if they're cooped up too long. It's like, get him out of there. He has no clue what he's talking about. This is the time you have to be isolating, because if you don't, it ping pongs around everybody. Grandma gets it, and we have a bunch of people die who did not need to die. Had our leader paid attention on day one and did like Obama did with Ebola, and he had the medical experts there. They had the experts in. They did whatever the experts said. He even set up a pandemic disease group of experts to deal with this. Trump dismissed all of them in 2018, even though it turns out when he was inaugurated, they actually did an exercise of a potential pandemic and what it would require. But, not having brains, he didn't care. If Obama did it, he was going to get rid of it, which is pretty much a fool for a president who's supposed to be smarter than the rest of us and not dumber than my dog, who is quite brilliant, actually. So that's it. Stay isolated for a bit. Don't panic. And by the way, this is upper respiratory stuff. So the toilet paper, that's for the diarrhea stuff. That is not what this stuff does, but educate yourself. And you don't need to be buying masks. That needs to be for the doctors and nurses and people who really need it, not you guys. Stop hoarding. By the way, I did notice at the grocery store, yeah, they're out of bread, they're out of eggs, but the spam is still there. Hey, so, if it gets to the desperate point where even spam disappears, that's another matter. But till then, I think we're good. So stay cool. Talk to you later.